This country gave the world its alphabet, built the most cosmopolitan city in the Middle East, then tore itself apart for 15 years, and somehow keeps rebuilding. 5,000 years ago, on this tiny strip of Mediterranean coastline, lived the Phoenicians, the greatest sailors and traders the ancient world had ever seen. They founded Carthage in North Africa, established colonies in Spain, and built a commercial empire that connected Egypt to Greece to Rome. But their most extraordinary gift was not trade. It was a 22-letter alphabet that became the foundation of virtually every writing system on Earth today. Arabic, Hebrew, Greek, Latin, and every language descended from them. Lebanon sits at the crossroads of every empire that ever existed. The Egyptians, Assyrians, Persians, Greeks, Romans, Arabs, Crusaders, and Ottomans all passed through and left their mark. The Bekaa Valley alone contains the largest Roman temple complex ever built, Baalbek, whose columns are so massive that no modern crane can lift them. Lebanon absorbed every empire and kept its own identity because of one thing: its mountains. The rugged Mount Lebanon range gave refuge to minorities fleeing persecution for 5,000 years and created the most religiously diverse society in the Arab world. By the 1960s, Lebanon was the jewel of the Middle East. Beirut was called the Paris of the Middle East, the most cosmopolitan city in the Arab world, where French and Arabic mixed on the same street, where the ski slopes of the mountains were 2 hours from the beaches of the Mediterranean, where Christians and Muslims and Druze built one of the freest societies in the region. Lebanon was proof that the Middle East could be modern, pluralist, and prosperous simultaneously. Then, in 1975, everything collapsed. For 15 years, Lebanon tore itself apart. Christians against Muslims, militias against militias. Syria invaded. Israel invaded. The PLO fought from Lebanese soil. The United States sent Marines. Iran-backed Hezbollah emerged. Entire neighborhoods were destroyed. Over 100,000 people died. Nearly 1 million were displaced. The Green Line, a strip of rubble and no man's land, cut Beirut in half between east and west. The Paris of the Middle East became the most dangerous city on Earth. And then, in 1990, the guns fell silent. Lebanon rebuilt. Downtown Beirut, destroyed to rubble, was reconstructed stone by stone into one of the most beautiful city centers in the Arab world. The cafes reopened, the universities filled again. Beirut became a cultural capital once more. And then, in August 2020, a warehouse at Beirut port containing 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate exploded, one of the largest non-nuclear explosions in history. It killed over 200 people, injured 6,000, and destroyed half the city. Lebanon was back in the rubble. Again, Lebanon gave the world its alphabet, built a paradise, destroyed it, rebuilt it, destroyed it again. The Lebanese people have rebuilt their country from rubble so many times that resilience is not a virtue here. It is simply a way of life. The cedars of Lebanon have stood for 5,000 years. They have watched every empire rise and fall. They are still standing. So is Lebanon.